Hello and welcome back to How's That Pokemon, the most exciting version of Pokemon Stadium since Pokemon Stadium 2.
That's fair. I want to play that. I want to play that Rattata game.
Wait, there's a Rattata game?
Yeah, in the mini games.
Oh, yeah, those mini games are fun.
I think me and Jacob for a second thought there's like a full-fledged like Pokemon Rattata.
Yeah.
Pokemon Rattata and Pokemon Zubat.
I was getting ready for Pokemon Let's Go Rattata.
Rattata.
The best version. You only can use Rattata.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be so down for Pokemon Let's Go
Magikarp,
Rattata.
use a splash attack.
And you can only use the weakest Pokemon.
Oh, so Pokemon Magikarp, you mean?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
With an Everstone.
Oh yeah, that means it's a Magikarp and he knows Splash, and if you're lucky, he can learn Tackle.
You have a Megastone taped. I mean, Everstone taped to your Magikarp at this point. It's just no, we're not letting that happen.
Out here on How's That Pokemon, Kenneth and Kane try to convince me that their Pokemon is better. I give them each a Pokemon that I've never heard of because I stopped playing after Ruby and Sapphire. So, Kenneth, why don't you tell me the name of your Pokemon and give me a one-sentence description of it?
Malamar, the overturning Pokemon. It's a squid.
I might have to give up on this one.
Alright.
Malamar is one of my guys.
This wasn't even one that I was thinking about when I said you might give up.
Before we started, Kenneth looked at the full list of possible Pokemon he might get and said, oh, one of these Kane will never be able to fight me on because it's one of his boys.
Yeah, he might give up. And this is not even the one I was talking about.
Malamar's really cool.
Alright, now, Kane, what's your Pokemon's name? Give me a one-sentence description.
My Pokemon is the mythical Pokemon Zeraora, which is the first electric-type mythical Pokemon.
What?
And also the most recent Pokemon in the Pokedex.
Okay, you got mythical Pokemon over here? What is this? What's going on?
I had a mythical last week too, right?
What was
true.
last week?
Or the week before.
Miss Marshadow.
Oh yeah, Marshadow.
Bullshit.
They all look like possible. Look, we've gotten to a point where I'm choosing these based on sprite and name, and we've gotten to a point in Pokemon where it is impossible to distinguish between legendaries and non-legendaries.
Next week on How's That Pokemon, Kenneth has shiny Mega Rayquaza.
Just to balance things out
Just
a
to
little
balance
bit.
things out a little bit.
Alright, Kenneth. Malamar. Who I chose mostly because I looked at his name, and it's the name of like one of my favorite candies. I love Malamars.
Malamar, the Pokemon candy.
Yes. But Kenneth, how's that Pokemon?
Wow, I'm just reading. That is, the kanji for his name is Calabanero. Although, like, Malamar, well, how tall is it? It looks scary.
It's fucking huge, bro.
It's 4'11".
That's it. Bro, I mean, it's not giant squid,
Yeah, that's like,
but it's huge.
Yeah, squid.
It's like a
yeah,
child.
it's big. But
yeah.
But
it's
it
like
also
a human.
has like, I mean, it has look, not squid, but octopus. It has an octopus head.
Yeah.
Like they're not, but it has these two giant like those extra long squid arms.
Yeah.
But instead of just having suckers, it has like sights.
Wait, they have what
like,
on them?
It just has like sights. Like
Yeah. For moves like Shadow Cut.
Oh shit!
and they're not just like, oh, they're sharp because that's how we drew them. It's like, no, they're actually like sharp, like dangerously sharp.
This is actually getting into a weird area of marine biology that I don't like.
It also has a
sorry.
beak like a squid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But technically, octopi don't have tentacles. They have 8 arms.
Yeah.
Squid have 8 arms and 2 tentacles,
Yeah.
which I hate. I think that squid tentacles should be called arms, and that what we currently call arms should be called tentacles. I think that we have it
I
reversed.
think you're right, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
And the reason is because squid tentacles only have the suckers at the end,
Right.
whereas octopi have suckers all the way along, and so do squid on their arms.
Right.
But to me, an arm is something that only grabs at the end,
Yeah.
like a human arm.
Yeah, I don't like attached to
I don't know
your
how
bag
deep.
with my elbow.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep we should get into talking about tentacles in anime. Should only go so.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you guys are about to learn something very odd about me if we do.
Yeah, this
want to
This
know what
episode of
that
the podcast, yeah, the age rage is about to fly up.
Well, on the reversed end of that spectrum, you might learn some things about me when I start to talk about this bipedal animal human.
Zeraora's got
The way I would describe Zeraora's design to you is if I took one of my favorite electric type Pokemon, Luxray, and I did that whole Ash Greninja thing with it.
True.
And that's what this Pokemon looks like.
Oh my god, it does.
Yeah.
That's actually the exact description I would.
On the tentacle subject, can I just say that one of the possible abilities for Malamar is Infiltrator?
No, it is the point of
on
Malamar.
purpose.
It is the point of that Pokemon. Malamar's like straight up like the evil fucking squid Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a fucking torpedo. It's a dark and psychic type.
Yeah.
So, all psychic type Pokemon have a weird layer to them.
This is amazing.
And a dark psychic typing is also one of the best typings, like, just in general.
Yeah. That's so cool. Wait, so is the idea behind Malamar that it's supposed to be based on erotica?
Maybe not erotica, but like torturous, like
Weird,
like squid torture.
Huh. Cool.
Don't search that.
Everybody at home, don't do that.
Yes, it's high time we put an age limit on these podcasts.
Please don't.
Children, please stop listening.
Yeah. Age restriction.
Also, Malamar flies, I guess, because it's psychic type, so it just floats.
Oh, so it
itself,
just
even though
levitate?
it's a squid. Although I don't like that it is like a squid, but it's not a water type Pokemon at all.
That is weird.
Which really, when I first started playing the game that it's in, really messed me up for a couple battles.
So, yeah, is it...
Thunderbolt. Oh, it's just regular effective. This okay.
Does it live in the water?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Where
I
does
think
it live?
I think it actually like just hangs out in like beach sands.
Lives
They like
in
walk
your
around.
Nightmares is where it lives, probably. Actually, it's a
You
psychic
find
type
it-
Pokemon,
you
so it
find-
might really live in your nightmares.
You find them in the grass outside. You can find them like right at the beginning of the game.
There you go,
Sun
guys.
and Moon.
The dark psychic squid Pokemon. Find it in the grass.
What they're called? They're called Inkay, right?
Inkay,
Inkay.
yeah,
You find
right.
them in the grass right by where Professor Kukui lives.
Which AK is like so much cuter and like has like a little hat.
Inkay is adorable.
So Inkay is the pre-evolved version.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It has like its
And you
tentacles.
catch it because you're like, oh, it's a psychic squid, and then it
It's
turns
cute.
into the most terrifying creature
Yeah.
ever imaginable, and I love it, everything
Yeah.
about it. But I'm going to try to argue for this. The shiny form of Zeraora is a white tiger,
Oh, that's really cool.
and I love the color design.
That's so cool.
There's not a lot about Zeraora. He has a movie. It came out.
I can't wait for the Pokemon
Shiny
Las
Mountain.
Vegas, where it's just like a bunch of Zeraora that are all being used by Pokemon Siegfried and Pokemon Roy.
Nice. This
Siegfried and Roy.
This Pokemon came into the game after the games were like dying. So this Pokemon was really only added because they were like, we need to do something to put in time. So here, come to GameStop and we'll give you the card to get your Zeraora.
Wait, so he was invented as a promotion?
Pretty much for the movie.
Oh yeah, and when
Huh.
you come into GameStop, and
Most
get your
mythical
card,
like Marshadow, most mythical Pokemon are. And they
Yeah.
don't really have it. You can't. You just get them from a. Like I said about Marshadow, you just get them from like a mailman.
Yeah.
However, that being said, the reason they're like that is because they're introduced for like gameplay reasons.
Yeah.
They're introduced to add something cool, like new mechanics in terms of like competitive play.
Mhm.
So now people have an access to a pretty strong Thunder type Pokemon that they previously weren't allowed to use for.
Yeah.
And that has its own cool moves that you can do. Zeraora's special move is called Plasma Fists. Which,
so
first
cool.
of all, that's awesome. Second of all, what it does is pretty cool. It's just a regular stab move, but when you like hit somebody with it, any moves that they use that are normal type moves are now electric type moves. So
Wow.
if you hit something with Plasma Fists and they try to like quick attack you, then, or I guess not quick attack you, if they try to like body slam you or do anything like that, Zeraora is immune to electric type attacks.
So what you're telling me is, this bipedal humanoid animal, his primary method of attack is its fists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to How's That Pokemon After Dark.
Yeah. Wait, it's plasma. It's
Plasma Fist.
I'm into that.
It makes it easier to go in.
Can I say for a second that I play Marvel superhero D&D and that my superhero alias is the Living Lightning, where I do exactly that. I shoot plasma from my fists.
Your plasma fists?
Zeraora is my favorite Digimon. That's all I have to say.
That's true.
Its design
That
was
is
more
a
Digimon-esque than like...
That's a Digimon.
Yeah, it does feel like one.
When I think of like Pokemon, I think of like animals. I think of like giant kaiju, not like things that are like meant to look cool. Quote unquote. Whereas I feel like Digimon designs like are made to look more cool.
Oh my god! Don't you have to hold your DS upside down to evolve it into Malamar?
Is that actually legit?
Yeah, because
that's kind of fun.
In addition to Inkei's method of evolution into Malamar being unique, it would have been impossible in any of the previous core series Pokemon games because the Nintendo 3DS is the first handheld system with an internal gyroscope.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you have to hold your DS upside down.
Well, that's kind of a fun gimmick.
How many people didn't know that? It was just like, what the fuck won't this evolve?
I didn't know that because I...
Also, it's the only non-water type in the Water 2 group.
Oh, because it's got, it's like a water egg type, but not
actually water Pokemon, which is just more. And also the good old Pokemon Dex and Pokédex entries. These are always safe and fun. Malamar, the overturning Pokemon and the evolved form of Inkei. Possessing the strongest hypnotic powers of any Pokemon, Malamar can compel others to do anything it wants them to do.
Wow. Yeah, no, they are not being subtle with that.
It's a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
It's okay, Malamar compels you to just quit and let it go.
Hello, and welcome to How's That Pokemon
It compels
After Dark.
Zeraora too.
Electrifies its claws and tears its opponents apart with them.
Yeah,
Even if they dodge its attacks, they'll be electrocuted by flying sparks.
Oh my god, say it slower.
Even if they dodge his attacks,
see,
they will be electrified.
Pokédex entries are...
Give it to me, Zeraora.
Pokemon Dex entries are...
Infiltrate me,
They're wrong.
Yeah, they infiltrate.
They're like wrong, straight up.
The next time I buy a pack of Malamars to eat, I'm going to refer to them as infiltrating my body.
Yeah, they're getting real deep in there.
Can we record that happening whenever it happens?
Oh, sure. We'll make a video of me eating Malamars.
But look,
Oh,
I'm doing my best here. I like Zeraora's design. I think he's cool. I think it's cool to have a legendary electric type or a mythical electric type Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're not the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, actually, what is the difference?
So a legendary Pokemon has like lore attached to it, where it's like a big like Groudon and Rayquaza and Kyogre.
like Arceus is literally God.
Yeah, Pokemon like Victini, Mew, Celebi. Those are all mythical Pokemon.
Or
Jirachi.
Or movie Pokemon, because they all have movies.
And I guess I'm still a little confused as to what the difference is. So a mythical Pokemon is something that doesn't necessarily have lore attached to it, and a legendary is?
Well, it has lore, but it's meant for like whatever their feature film is coming up with them associated. They're more like gift Pokemon.
So a mythical Pokemon is one you have to have given to you through an event.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never had a Pokemon through an event. I've never have. And I was always kind of jealous of people who did. Have either of you ever gotten one?
I went to... I remember when I went to... I think I got a Jirachi, maybe? I remember I got like a 10... when I was 10 years old, I actually got, like, from the Ruby and Sapphire era, I got like a Pokemon trainer certificate.
Aww.
That said that I'm an official Pokemon trainer that I got at like a Toys R Us. And when I went to that event, I brought my Game Boy SP, and I had a Raikou... I got a Raikou, and I think I got, like, a Jirachi. You were getting, like, the mythical Pokemon, and then +1 Pokemon, like, special level 100 legendary.
Oh, shit.
Well, it was not just legendary. There were pseudo-legendaries, like Metagross, that would have been, like, shiny, or, like, a shiny Tyranitar, that you couldn't really get Tyranitar in the Ruby and Sapphire at that point. So it was, like, you can get these, like, Pokemon for battling, basically. Which is cool.
Yeah. Wait, so and when you talked about it, you also said you just get it from a mailman in the game.
The current 3DS games, you go to the
You go to the Pokemart and you just talk to this like literal mailman.
Yeah, he's like, oh, somebody sent you this.
Oh, I was always under the impression that when you went to an event, it would like open up an area in the
They
game.
used to do that. But the reason they don't do that anymore...
Jirachi, Celebi...
The reason they don't do that anymore is for people who leak information online.
What? How so?
Because people leak the games before they come out, so people are going to know. Because the way games used to be made, people would know about those events because they were already predetermined and pre-programmed into the game.
Yeah.
So like the events were already in the game cartridge.
Yeah.
People would already know. So this is a way that they can create new Pokemon, update the software, and throw it into the game.
I guess my question is, why does Nintendo care if people know about the events? I mean, it's still... You're still building some sort of scheme about why.
It's also probably easier.
And shout out to all my Game Shark users. All my Game Shark users that went to all those and got all those mythical Pokemon.
Destiny Island.
Without going, without leaving your room.
What is it? What is it? The Ion Pass that lets you go and get the other Dragon Pokemon. The other Latios or Latios.
Good old Game Shark, baby.
Yeah.
I never had a Game Shark.
What is...
The same thing, I was always kind of jealous of people who did, but I never had one.
I got one from my friend who thought he lost his, and we literally went and bought a second one. We got back to his house and found his other one.
We had the Action Replay. That's what we had.
That's a DS, though.
No, there was one for the Game Boy Advance, yeah.
The coolest periphery that I had for my Game Boy was I had like one of those things you could plug in and it would store up your save files, so I could have multiple save files for Pokemon.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it was great. It was amazing.
I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, you'd plug in the thing into your Game Boy, then you'd plug the Pokemon cartridge onto the thing, and then you could save your Pokemon file, and then you could start a new game in Pokemon. You could always go back to the old thing you had saved.
Would you be able to load it onto the cartridge?
Yeah.
Like switch between the files?
Yes.
You're breaking my little kid mind right now.
What the fuck did you tell me about this?
Yeah, I didn't even know this existed.
I think I could probably find it. It's probably in my room somewhere.
I mean, you do shit like that with like emulators and stuff.
I had the Game Boy Advance like travel kit set.
Yeah.
With like the extra the charger that held battery, the light.
I was
the bag.
I was the most serious Game Boy Advance player out there.
Like the Game Boy Advance, it had this nice little pack that my dad got me, and it was just like it had a body to the bag. It had a part of the bag on the bottom that zipped off.
Yeah.
So you could have like a little carry case if you didn't want to bring the whole purse type thing.
Yeah.
It had little spots for your games separate. Oh yeah, it was like.
That's some legit.
Wait, give me a second. Let's pause the podcast for a second. I want to see if I have it.
Hey guys, this is Kane and Ken over here on the podcast. Still rolling.
Kane and Ken's pauses.
I don't think Jacob's gonna choose Zeraora at the end of the day.
Yeah, Malamar is the infiltrator. It's squiddy. It's got scythe on.
But I'd be able to beat the shit out of that Malamar for sure.
Wait, let me see here.
There's something satisfying about playing like on a really old device and not like a modern day virtual console.
Because I have.
Oh god, these are some sounds I haven't heard in a long time.
I played Crystal too much.
I like the idea that there's just like 80 different saves.
There might be some really old things on here. Let's find out. Oh, I need to turn it on, don't I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, make a memory card.
Does it only work?
Backup, restore.
How many are there?
Let's find out here.
Wait, you should probably save the one you have currently.
Oh, I have one file for Pokemon Yellow. Do I have my Pokemon Yellow?
And Kane's train of thought has left the station. Fun fact,
Wow.
I don't think I ever actually played Pokemon Yellow.
It's pretty good.
Or I should say, I've never finished it.
Oh, God.
Well, you should play Pokemon Let's Go then.
Oh my god, I'm 12 again. Oh no, I think I broke it. Well, that trip down memory lane sure didn't last very long.
What you get for not telling us in the past.
Get.
Wow.
There's
Guys, that was...
so many Pokemon memories.
Yeah. I'd forgotten how deeply I cared about those games.
I didn't, but like...
Wow, that felt good.
Kenneth, do you have anything to say?
I mean, he said how deeply he cared. That's how deeply I still care.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Jacob, we're gonna reel you back into this franchise one way or another.
Well, they always mattered a lot to me, I guess.
We don't care if we have to infiltrate you.
It's just been a while since I actually saw them on my Game Boy Color screen.
Right.
And I forgot... Yeah, and I used to play those games with my brother all the time, too. Dang. So, let's talk lore. What have we not talked about?
Well, Zeraora.
I don't even know if I want to talk. I don't even know if I want to.
He was in the movie. He was being poached.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that the plot of Pokemon 4?
Yeah.
Isn't that the plot of every single episode of Pokemon, actually? Team Rocket's trying to get Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is Zeraora if not just a big Pikachu?
He's a bigger Pikachu. He's a Pikachu you could fuck.
Or...
Oh, how's that Pokemon After Dark is coming along just great.
Pikachu that could fuck you.
I don't know if Pokemon have penises. I don't know how they have sex or have children.
Well, if a Pokemon's getting fucked, somebody's gonna fuck.
I know.
I assume they have some sort of cloaca.
Maybe.
Just one hole that does everything.
Yeah, maybe.
We've gotten really off track here.
Why do I have an ad for a bra on my phone?
Mine are for these things called Death Wish Undying Love Ceramic Mug. And the Death Wish Custom Mug Hook. I can click here to learn more.
Sure, why not? We're already into this rabbit hole and far
Okay.
away from the topic at hand.
Pokédex entries. Pokemon X. It wields the most compelling hypnotic... Oh, it's the same one. Pokemon Y. It lures prey close with hypnotic motions. Then wraps its tentacles around it before finishing it off with digestive fluids.
So, the origin of Bulbapedia is like, hey, so this might be based off of the Hawaiian god of thunder, Kanehikili, but it also could be just like, you know, based off of the Raiju, the Japanese god of thunder. We don't really know.
Zeraora sounds kind of half-baked.
His shiny form's definitely based on a white tiger.
Yeah.
That we know.
Siegfried and Roy! Wait, no, I got that wrong.
I mean, Zeraora is based off of a tiger for sure.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because, like, Luxray's like a lion. Now we have a tiger.
There's a zebra.
So everything's been electrified at some point.
Yeah, we got some mice.
Joltik.
Yeah, we got spiders.
Alright, you guys have any final thoughts?
Electric type or badass Pokemon? I like the electric type. My hair is blonde. That means I like the color yellow.
Don't you like flying types too? Isn't that a...
Yeah, they're better.
Well,
types.
we came a long way today.
Zapdos is the best Pokemon.
Zapdos is really cool. We learned a lot about ourselves. We took a trip down memory lane.
I would consider myself a furry.
Yeah, we learned that Kane is a furry and that I am a tentacle boy. Kenneth, do you have any weird fetishes you'd like to get out there?
Or just normal fetishes you want to put out there for everyone to hear about?
That's true, actually. Neither of us have a weird fetish. They're perfectly normal.
We all know Gardevoir is pretty hot. We all know that.
Furry as well.
Ah, 2 furries and a tentacle boy on this podcast. Alright, Malamar wins because
It's good.
it appeals to my particular fetish.
It compelled you to pick it. It infiltrated you.
Infiltrated my opinion. Zeraora sounds a little bit like he was just sort of invented just to be a promotion.
Yeah, they needed a mythical
How do we
electric type
feel this
Pokemon.
movie?
Big Pikachu.
What will people like more than Pikachu? Not fat Pikachu.
No, that didn't work last time.
That didn't work last time.
Wait, was it Fat Pikachu how Pikachu initially was?
Yeah. And they were like, you know what'd be better?
Hey, he's gone to the gym, slimmed down.
Yeah, no, like legit though. Like that Pikachu's like fucking crazy.
Pikachu's looking good, man.
Yeah.
But Zeraora is like if that Pikachu took steroids and turned into a human being.
It's just
We'll see you guys next week.
It's just if Pikachu went to the digital world and became Pikachu.
I'm just saying I'd make out with it.
Good night, everybody.